will see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. And the Vols will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So LSU's offense will get first crack at it today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and you want to slow him down.
There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he walks us in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to... And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. The Vols will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Right, if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They're working that left side. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's got it on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. second and a long way to go. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Best. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Makes the grab, and he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Got his man downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Under fire. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early go. Breaks into the open. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Best. Got his man quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The give to the tailback. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The snap sets up the throw. Rushes on him. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to go up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping a couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's 3rd and goal and a long way away from the end zone. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And this less than stellar performance is something you just can't afford when you have a veteran signal caller. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to. And
that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Complete in the middle. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
On the screen. He's tackled at the 47. 2nd down coming up.
Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Kane. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Gets him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Vols didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. And now on second down for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Works the middle of the field. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Looking downfield, it's Kane. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Trying to make magic with his feet. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Volunteers line up to punt it away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Kane. Makes the grab. And the defense drags him down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Bringing it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So here is the Tennessee offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. And the Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw. It's Kane. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Vols will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch around the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to their line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions.
There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Power football with the run. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Kane. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quick release by the QB. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And he'll burrow his way into the line and get enough for the first down. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Kane. Pocket breaking down. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Vols, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Vols started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
And that is how you end a drive. That is what you want from your running back. Lower the boom. Lower your shoulders, wrap up that football, fall forward, and get into the end zone. That is how it's done.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the counter. Got room at the 35. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The run from the shotgun. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down.
On the set. 1-6, not 3.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give is to Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the ground. He's got it again. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking to pass. It's Kane.
Take him off his feet.
Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Try and play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Quickly complete. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking to throw on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Great place to start for this offense. Unloads it downfield. Hits him in stride at the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. So here is the Tennessee offense. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Pressure coming. And down he goes back at the 3.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something up.
Turning it on. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
What a big play, backed up in their own end. And a big thing here is you're just trying to give yourself some space to work. And what a job up front of creating some big lanes and gaps for the ball carrier to get a huge chunk of yards.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Volunteers will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Best. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play-action fake. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win.
There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Looking for a huge play. Catch in stride inside the 15. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Back to throw, it's Kane. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Open space at the 25. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. First down for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Here comes the offense on first down. To the ground with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people